Most of the day ended up being quiet on the corona front in Denmark, but the EU did tighten the external borders and made rules regarding entering the union stricter. A few emergency laws were passed in Denmark that allows businesses to postpone their taxes this year so they can better weather the current situation. But at 8 p.m., our Queen and Majesty Margrethe II of Denmark addressed the public in a speech, and shortly before that the Prime Minister had held a press conference. The Queen's speech is extremely unusual, as she usually only addresses the public once a year on New Year's Eve, and maybe every few years on special occasions, like if it's the anniversary of something in Denmark's history. Her getting involved in what is very much a political-driven situation is almost unheard of, even though she is the official head of state according to our constitution, called Grundloven. That role is not much more than ceremonial. Her message was fairly short and to the point. We need to take the situation seriously. Stop having parties, celebrating birthdays. We are in a dangerous situation. Here's a quote from her speech. I appeal to all. The coronavirus is a dangerous guest. It spreads like rings in water and quickly. One person can infect many without even feeling sick. And the infection moves on to even more in a long and scary chain. In that chain, people will die. A child can lose her grandmother, a daughter her father, a wife her husband. Friends suddenly won't be there anymore. It's that chain we have to break, and that we can break. The Prime Minister announced more restrictions on businesses and public gatherings. A number of businesses is forced to close. This includes shopping centers, sports arenas, restaurants, cafes and bars. Also places where people will be in close contact, such as hairdressers, tattoo parlors, tanning centers, and so on, is told to close shop for now. Furthermore, dentists are moving to only performing emergency procedures for the time being. Any public events with more than 10 people will be forced to cancel. This does not apply to private gatherings, but she strongly suggests to cancel any private events as well. A few notes were attached to some of these establishments. Most notably, restaurants will be able to offer takeaway options or delivery, but the actual restaurant part where you sit down and eat has to be closed. Normal grocery stores and supermarkets will continue to operate, but there will be more rules put into place, such as facilities for washing hands needs to be offered to the customers, and hand sanitizer should be available as well. However, currently there are no plans to force people to stay at home for the time being, as we have seen in parts of Italy, for instance. All of this takes effect from the 18th of March at 10 a.m. To round off, here are the numbers. 977 confirmed infected people, 82 hospitalized, and out of those, 18 are in intensive care. We currently have 4 deaths in Denmark due to the coronavirus. That is all for now. The lockdown is tightened, but we move on. Remember to wash those hands and take care out there.